Konami Studios.
Juggernaut's got a book. Does that not seem weird to anybody? Seems weird to me. Why does Juggernaut have a book? Either way, I read it. I don't know what to think of it. I'm not really sure what a good Juggernaut story is, with him as the lead. But I read it, and it was alright. It's not really cool. I mean, there's so much you could do with this character, and I understand what this was trying to be, and I think what it was trying to be was, we're going to try making him a hero, kind of like helping people now. I get it, but this character is pretty one note, and I don't think adding some more depth to him is going to make him any more enjoyable than it would be just having him terrorizing people by running through nothing. You know? I think that Juggernaut's as equal as one you give depth to. So this Juggernaut, Kane Marco, is embedded with a different gem or something, because it's not the same suit he wore originally, because we get flashbacks in this issue about him in limbo because magic put him there in like Uncanny X-Men number 16. And to get out, I think he has to sacrifice his other suit. So I'm not sure if he gets a new gem or whatever it is that gives him the powers, or if like it's the same one, but he gets a new suit. So now he's working for Damage Control, being like a demolition guy, taking down old neighborhoods and stuff. And it's kind of, I guess it's fun. It's okay. And then it kind of leads to like there's some kids that show up, and he kind of wants to help them out because one of them has these like kind of like psychic telepathic powers, and he's like, oh, well, maybe I should take you to Krakoa or something and we can get you some help. So he goes to find these kids, and this kid who's calling herself D-Cell doesn't really want his help and kind of like uses her powers to push him away, but that kind of causes an accident, and the girl accidentally injures herself while trying to stop the Juggernaut from helping her. So he's kind of like, oh shit, I'm kind of responsible for this girl. I did something bad here. I should take her to the hospital. So that was a cool moment, actually, I will say, when the kids, there's like a bunch of kids recording him and all that stuff, and he's just like, I didn't mean to do this. Whatever happened could have been a result of mine, but I didn't mean to do this. Please call 911. We need to get her to a hospital. So that was an interesting moment between them. So he takes this girl to the hospital, and he stays in the room just making sure she's okay. And they have just a moment, you know, like, it's, I don't know, like, the more I'm talking about this book, the more I'm just like, why was this a Juggernaut book? So they talk in the hospital. The girl doesn't get her powers from being a mutant, apparently. That's what she thinks, but Kane's still like, oh, you probably are a mutant. So they're just having a conversation, you know, like how to use the powers, what they mean, you know, all just, you know, your basic stuff, like a young girl who doesn't really have anything else in her life, but she now has these powers, so she wants to use them for certain reasons to be a good person. And her friends have a YouTube channel, of course, where they do pranks, and Kane's like, those are terrible pranks. They're not really funny. You're just kind of wasting people's time. So, and then, I don't know, for some reason, she's like, yeah, we gotta use Damage Control. Why don't you stop this Damage Control? And shows a picture of the Hulk. So Juggernaut's gonna fight the Hulk, I guess. I don't think this book needed to exist, and I don't think it's going to add anything. It's kind of supposed to fill in, like, why isn't Juggernaut on Krakoa? Well, who cares why, really? No one's really clamoring for Juggernaut on Krakoa, and I don't think anyone's going to miss him not being there, so I guess he's popular enough to have his own book. I, for one, don't think he should be. He's not a lead character. We shouldn't get into the emotional range of the Juggernaut because it's the Juggernaut. Why do we need to see him doing these things? I understand the idea to make him a hero, kind of working for Damage Control to redeem himself, but that could easily just be in the side story of a different book. I don't think it deserves its own mini. That being said, it's here, it's alright. The artwork is very clean, the writing is very good, but it's not a book that I could recommend reading. Like, there's really nothing to it unless you are a diehard Juggernaut fan, which I'm not. So, Juggernaut number 1, I'm going to give a 4 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.